let Carl speak, but it's just that. No, no.
All right, good morning, everybody. It's kind of early today. I haven't completely woke up just yet. But I'm working on it. Coffee will be ready in due time, then we'll have some breakfast. But first, we're gonna start with Barney. If y'all haven't been watching it, this is part 3 of Barney Scarab Lord Adventures. We've been watching one every morning, and the first 2 are over on my YouTube page. There's a link down the bottom. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. This is part 3, and let's just go ahead and get into it while I try to get woke up this morning. Here's The Rogue Who Ran Out of Time, Barney Scarab Lord Adventures, World of Warcraft Classic. Go ahead. Make sure our sound's right.
The end. By the way, I fell through the map into Caverns of Time and I can't get out, so if anyone could send help, I'd really appreciate it. Please send help. I can't leave.
You're not getting out.
I'm fucking stuck. Like, I'm actually fucking stuck.
You gotta stay stuck. You ain't getting out of that shit.
I've got 11 minutes on my Hearthstone as well. This is actually tragic. I don't know what to do.
I'm sorry, man. I'm about to head out, so.
No, you can't leave me. You can't leave me alone in the Caverns of Time.
Sorry, man. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I really do have business to attend to.
I'm sure you do. I'll see you later. He really left. I can't believe this. Okay, I guess I'll just look around then.
I actually have to say, Caverns of Time is probably one of my most nostalgic and favorite zones. I've just got so many memories that happened in so many of the dungeons in that place. There's just so many of them right there all together, and you just got so many memories of that place.
I've heard tales of a cavern deep, where timelines converge and dragons sleep. If on your journey this place you meet, do not eat the sand. Turn and run. Do not delve down. Leave at once. Forget what's found. And pray do not make a sound. Do not eat the sand. Temporal sickness, fractured mind, are all that await should you try to peer into the depths of time. Do not eat the sand. Alas, no, I've seen it all, and in this timeline, as I recall, on deaf ears my warnings fall, because you eat the sand.
Man, I don't even...
Whoa.
You shouldn't be here.
Oh, that's a big dragon. Listen, I actually didn't want to be here in the first place. I fell through the ceiling. I was fighting a warlock. God, I promise this is the truth.
Yes, most visitors relay some version of that tale to me.
Oh, thank God. See,
It has never saved anyone before.
What? Well, then I can be the first. You don't have to eat me. You could just give me, a lifelong ban until next expansion, because I do need to come back here for, 2 dungeons and a raid.
Ah, you're a funny one, aren't you?
Oh, I don't know about...
Next expansion, he says,
Yeah?
as a rogue.
Yeah?
You did not see everything.
Hello? Can I just leave then? What does that mean? Hey, I saw what would have happened if I...
Then forget.
Oh, see, that has your attention. Hey, what if I was to eat them?
You must never meet them.
I said eat them?
My cavern is not the shortcut to you learning the arcane arts.
Oh, so you do think it would work?
Leave immediately.
Yeah, I'm gone. Hearthstone away!
That one's going to be trouble.
I do need to watch some of his earlier videos, and I know he's got the leveling series, because I wonder why he's called Barney the Beekeeper. I wonder if he really keeps bees. I used to keep bees when I lived in South Carolina. I had a bunch of beehives, and it's actually quite fun. But I just wonder that. Hopefully it tells it in his other videos. We'll watch them someday. And also one other thing I kind of want to point out, I think what makes these so good is his voice is perfect in what you would expect for a rogue. It's just exactly what you would expect out of a rogue voice.
Oh, if it isn't my favorite regular, good to see you again. What'll it be, the usual? They should really call me Barney Barkeeper, right? No, but the bees are very important. I need their honey for the mead that you're drinking. What's that? Video when? What the fuck are you talking about? I don't make... Oh, wait, that was what I was supposed to do last year. That was before. I miss when things were simple. Well, I suppose you've waited long enough. Now, where did I leave you? Oh, I remember. My hard drive had just crashed and I lost everything. That's pretty bad. But then I got bumped up to 11 on the Scarab Lord list. That's pretty good. However, before we jump back into Silithus for the conclusion to this epic tale, there are 2 elephants in the room I need to quickly address. Elephant 1. Chronologically, this doesn't happen until several weeks after the entire AQ event had ended, but spoiler alert, my data was eventually recovered. That's pretty good. I very much appreciate all the kind messages offering recovery advice, software keys, and even financial assistance to help cover the recovery costs.
That would be pretty depressing if you'd save that much of your data planning on making these videos on a hard drive and that hard drive crashed. That would be crushing.
But, and I mean this in the most undickhead way possible, guys, how do you think I made those first 2 videos if the footage wasn't eventually recovered?
That do make sense more.
I promise I'm not trying to come for your critical thinking abilities, okay? I know most of you are American. That's pretty bad. But yeah, it turns out when you're a content creator and you complain about technical stuff on Twitter, sometimes you get contacted by epic social media specialists who work for, I don't know, let's say Western Digital. You know, only the leading brand in data storage, who want to not only attempt to fix your hard drives for free, but also send you extra hard drives for free to make sure this kind of thing never happens to you again, because Because I make video game videos. Naturally, I agreed. Only a loser says no to a free win, and man, I really needed that win. But wait, there's more. After Western Digital supplied me with multiple new hard drives totaling 5 terabytes of storage and recovered 95% of my original data, I candidly spoke to their social media specialist in regards to my being able to even tell you that this happened because I have social anxiety and I thought I had to ask permission. Because I really wanted you guys to know that they literally saved this video series, and I don't mean just data-wise. I mean, if it wasn't for that DM on that day that my hard drive crashed telling me that there's still hope, I don't know that I would have even had the motivation to continue, even with me being bumped to number 11 on the Scarab Lord list. So I said that, and they responded, would you like us to sponsor episode 3? Wow, would I? And I was gonna do that shit for free.
Actually, that was pretty nice of them. You know, of course, they're doing it for the sponsorship and the recognition, but you know, the fact that they did reach out, see that on Twitter, and reached out to them, you know, that's kind of cool.
So, if you're in the market for data storage, might I suggest WD Black? Don't get caught out like I did and nearly lose your life's work because you didn't back it all up like a moron. Browse numerous storage options today at shop.westerndigital.com. They saved this video series, they saved my channel, and most importantly, they saved my data. Elephant 2. Did I just spoil the ending and the title? Yes. But hear me out, okay? Before you come to my humble inn with your pitchforks and torches and thunder furies. Guys, it's been over a year since the Great Bug Farm of 2020. I play WoW every day, and I stream it too, twitch.tv/Barney. As much as I would like to say I smuggled the rarest mount in the game past the watchful eye of all my stream viewers and have kept it hidden away in the bank all this time in preparation for a grand reveal during TBC, the expansion that famously invalidates ground mounts faster than any other expansion to date, rendering the Scarab Lord mount flex obsolete because it can't fucking fly? No. Sorry, I haven't just spent the last year using my Raptor mount for the meme. I think it's just easier for us all, and it makes the narrative better if I just keep it real. And in saying that, some of the best media ever conceived opens with a spoiler. Romeo and Juliet, Pulp Fiction, This Is Cope. But even so, I made a promise that I would see this event, this video series, this journey right through to its conclusion. And this is not where I gave up. Look at how long this fucking video is. You know I've been cooking up a good one. It might not have the ending some of us wanted, but in life, you gotta push that lucky charm until you can push it no further, because even if you don't sell it, they still have to show their back to walk away. This is the tale of a rogue who stood up against the odds, spat in the face of fate and said, "My failure is on my own terms." This is the tale of a rogue who struggled to the bitter end, giving nothing but 100% at every opportunity so that even defeat might be a proud moment. This is the tale of the rogue who ran out of time.
All right, we're through with the introduction. Outstanding.
And of course, our story continues in Silithus. Wow. Boy, am I sick of this fucking desert. I had just reinstalled World of Warcraft onto a Sea of Thieves external hard drive I won in a Twitter contest for posting the funniest Sea of Thieves clip. Barney Beekeeper scholars will in the future refer to this moment in my streaming career as foreshadowing Scarab Lord events, but I'd argue obtaining free hard drives due to funny internet video is just a character trait at this point and less of a narrative that I'm controlling, but I digress. I was back and ready to... Because there is no end to my suffering, hee hee. But when I logged in, I found Silithid horrors untold. I don't mean the bugs. Oh my god, I have no add-ons. But that was not all. Oh my god, even if I re-download them, I won't have their settings saved. But that was still not all.
By the way, the gates open in 5 days.
Wait, what?
Oh no.
Remember how me and a bunch of my busy bees were using my untold riches to gatekeep the war effort's completion? Well, with me offline for a whole 24 hours trying to fix my hard drive, there was no one left to provide gold to the auction house sitters, which means that the war effort had been completed. There was now 5 days exactly until the gates would inevitably open, and there were still 3 Scarab Lords ahead of me. I was running out of time. Now, I could sit here and tell you about how for the next 2 days I farmed more bugs, which is exactly what happened, but I don't really think we need any more of that. At least for now. Instead, I'd rather tell you about some of the notable people I met during my time in Silithus. Starting, of course, with... If you're playing World of Warcraft Classic for the PC on a roleplay server and someone whispers you,
"Wanna make 100 gold an hour?"
I would recommend you immediately block this person and log off for the next 24 hours just to be safe. Some things are better left unknown. Me, however? Well, I never could resist the call of the abyss. Also, I got bug brain, so I would have said yes to anything, to be honest.
Something you're doing?
Yes. Need this scumbag ally killed.
Ooh, my rat cleaning reputation was preceding me. Name and guild, please? I responded. Even though neither of these things actually mattered, I was trying to imply that there were certain Alliance members I wouldn't kill, especially since at this point we were leaning heavily into the collusion memes, even going as far as to leak submission form 1072C to Reddit, which implied we would have to ask permission from an officer before being allowed to PvP anyone else.
Name is Camel Spider and T.
Camel Spider. That is a strange name, Camel Spider.
W. He is in the S-hole in Ashi.
Wait, Hive Ashy? Oh no. There are very few blind spots in my bug farming timeline, but none so big as my Hive Ashy blind spot, and for good reason. Hive Ashy was consistently swarming with Alliance throughout the entire event. Alliance we had pushed out of Regal weeks prior, Alliance who were molding over the collusion, Alliance who would absolutely kill me on sight were I to show up. And believe me, I tried to make peace so as to document the Hive Ashy history, but my PvP immunity could not be guaranteed. But let the record show, I really did try. Hive Ashy, the one place in Silithus I don't want to see any closer. And the one place I'm definitely just gonna go to. Lord. Oh, you didn't think I was gonna turn down a hit that would have me sneaking into the most densely populated Alliance zone on the map, did you? I live for this, sis. I sprinted into the next room over to steal a rich thorium vein from Fiber.
Yo, Barney, fuck off.
I got prepped too, and snuck away from my Hive Regal farming duties. I would surely not be present for the 11 AM attendance check to collect my bi-hourly bug kill points, but I would certainly hit present anyway. I'm not above BKP fraud if it means I get a death sting, and spoiler alert, I get a death sting. Not that anyone was suspecting I was stealing company time anyway, but as long as I'm back in Hive Regal for the 11:30 attendance check, no one should be any the wiser. I'll be 100 gold up, I'll hit the thorium node on respawn, and that'll just be another dub for the boss bitch Beekeeper. God, I'm good. Welcome to Hive Ashy. So we're back in the mine at the Hive. Surreptitiously, I crept through the caves. This place was busy, so I definitely didn't want to be here longer than I had to be. And, actually, my target has logged out, so... Ooh, thorium vein. I can't keep getting away with it. Just then, new orders came in. I was now to kill the mage in the back of the Hive. And that's good. Better, even, actually, because let me tell you, you can never get enough practice killing a mage. It's as they say, time saved killing a mage is time saved. Time saved killing... Time spent killing a mage is time saved later. That's a real thing, look it up. Deftly I dodged several Alliance as I crept through the Hive to find my new target, and after sneaking past Dragon Tears, something I have been very responsible for, I found them, all alone and ripe for the picking in the back of the room. Olmo. I activated Cold Blood for a guaranteed crit and near enough cut the mage's bussy clean off with one swing. The mage attempts a blink getaway, but unfortunately for them, this is a certified solved matchup, and I'm always 10 steps ahead. Like that blind, for example, that's to bring out the predictable ice block, all according to plan. Now all I have to do is wait out this ice block and predict the final blink, and because time always has a way of ending up on my side, I know the mage is going to blink in this direction. Oh, that's not good. I had been bamboozled by the blink. And now with the mage running out of the Hive screaming for help, it would no doubt be mere seconds before everyone collapsed on their location. I activated prep to reset my cooldowns, activated Cold Blood, and sprinted after them. Slowing down the footage, you can see I actually passed right through a Night Elf rogue. As we made it back to the surface, Olmo was allowed one last look at the sunset before I secured that bag. But I wasn't out of the woods yet. A mage with surprisingly good reactions caught me out of my vanish, and with no prep to reset my cooldowns and no sprint to escape the Frost Nova, I was a sitting duck. I had to think fast. Okay, download complete. Check this out.
Proud dedication. You chased his ass down the mouth.
And that was it. A clean hit.
Job done.
No witnesses, an easy 100 gold, and I'd be back in time for registration. But as I made my escape back to Hive Regal for more bug farming, my client did something unexpected. They revealed to me their actual identity, and as it turns out, Nita Hitman was someone I was already quite familiar with.
Introducing Chatoo,
Chatoo.
human paladin.
Something you need to understand about me is that for every tale I tell you, there's 100 of the exact same nature that go untold. The Barney Beekeeper iceberg runs deep, but you only ever see the tip on YouTube.
But you can see more at twitch.tv/Barney though. Hey Asmongold, give me a host.
Zul'Farrak wasn't the only dungeon I entertainingly struggled through, Hallow's End wasn't the only roleplay event I attended, and Dragon wasn't the only person to meet with a terrible fate several times over. So where does my client fall into all of this, you ask? Well, to cut a long camping story short, I drowned him in Meniful Harbor. Twice. But despite all the many minor inconveniences this guy had suffered at my hands, he had hired my services anyway, and for that he had my respect. And my daggers. Killing him again, I whispered, and I wasn't gonna get caught this time either. I waited for the Sandstalker to get in melee range, and then I let it rip. Despite the Sandstalker stealing my kill in my fucking promos, Olmo was dead, again, and my client was free to come and take the farm. As they left, Olmo made the foolish decision to revive right on top of his body, and well, it's a fucking scrub to be honest. I'm getting bored. With a couple of freebies secured for my client, and with a warrior now watching over Olmo, it was about time I took my leave and cashed out. All things considered, this had been a very lucrative business trip, and I was ready to return to Hive Regal for more farming. Okay, fine, I'll do one more. But failure was not an option. I was putting my perfect KDA on the line, and in a 2v1 scenario, the stakes had never been higher. I sapped the warrior, ambushed Olmo, but the warrior immediately broke free, and then Olmo ice blocked. Oh, that's not good. Panic vanish! Just then, BKP attendance was taken, I marked present despite not being present, and was instantly unstealthed by the warrior's demoralizing shout despite resisting it. Instant karma, I can't even be mad. Okay, maybe I should run away. After blowing blind to get the sticky warrior off me, I crawled up the surface making sure to break line of sight so as to...
Well, he should have had a health potion. Right here, you can see he doesn't have a health potion. If he was going to do that, I would have had a health potion on me.
Prevent the frostbolt bombardment from continuing. My stealth parkour skills came in clutch as I narrowly avoided certain demise at the hand of Olmo's cone of cold, but it was too little too late. I was already out. Yeah. Out of fucks to give, of course I walked right back in there. And unfortunately for Olmo, he had overextended away from their bodyguard. Right onto the end of my cold blood ambush. I walked out of Hive Ashy waving to Nymeria as I left, knowing she wouldn't attack me because, well, that's Nymeria, the only druid I respect. Friend or foe, we go way back. One last thorium vein stolen from these trash idiots and I was out. For real this time. No fake out. Promise. And that's the end of my Hitman story. I took a flight path to Tanaris, put some useless trash on the neutral auction house, and my client purchased them for 100 gold. And of course, I made it back in time for the 11:30 registration. No one was any the wiser of my absence, and I stole the node on respawn from Fiverr.
Please go away, Barney.
God, I fucking love being a rogue.
Number 2, Me on the Peon. Every day, Me on the Peon wakes up at the crack of dawn to make his daily pilgrimage from Durotar to Silithus. He does this on foot, for he is too poor to afford the public transport, but he does it gladly, and he does it with a smile. The journey is arduous and filled with peril, but who else will take care of the fools down there in Silithus if not for him? Every day, Me on the Peon wakes up at the crack of dawn to make his daily pilgrimage from Durotar to Silithus.
To hand out ice cream.
Delicious.
Free hug with every code.
Just don't ask him where he gets it from.
When I first heard of Me on the Peon in general chat,
Is this guy real? I guess he is. He really gets up and runs down all the way. I would just stay in Silithus. I would just stay instead of heading down there every morning to give out ice cream.
I assumed he was just another hallucination, another symptom of the brain virus. But then one day I was so hungry, so hot.
Oh man, ice cream sounds so good right now.
In that moment, I cried out.
Help me, Meon.
And there he was.
Bad bug. No hurt, Barney.
Meon's helping
Leon's helping me kill the mob. He had saved my life and came bearing gifts of frozen cream. I thought it only fair to trade a carapace fragment in return.
Now Neon can be Bug King.
I don't know if Meon the Peon ever became a Bug King, but he is forever a grobulous hero. And also the only person the subreddit has ever liked, including me. Like, no one's making...
I wonder whatever happened to Meon. You know, that's kind of an interesting character story.
nice memes about me, man. All I get is this shit. And it's all fucking true, like... You know how in Minecraft, when the sun goes down, all the monsters come out, and it's just fucking awful? Well, when the sun went down in Silithus, Neki and Baja Blaster would come out to play every night without fail, because, as it turns out, a certain Collusion King may or may not have placed a hit on me to counteract my attempts to keep the gates closed. Those same rogues that assassinated me at every auction house I attempted to fleece had now resolved to just straight camping me if I left my own hive. It was, in short, a living hell. Fortunately, this is where my enigmatic shaman tank friend, Hanging Haze, comes into the picture. And yes, I said shaman tank, so you already know what kind of player we're dealing with here. Every so often, Hanging Haze sends me mail, and whenever I receive mail from him, I know I'm in for some shit because he seems to exclusively send meme items I've never even seen before. Potions that make you astrally project, dice roll trinkets, and discombobulators are all par for the course when Hanging Haze is involved. Hell, even recently in TBC, he gifted me 2 rings which have a chance to freeze your attacker for several seconds, and urged me to do arena with both equipped. Great idea, by the way. So when he heard I was being camped on the daily, or nightly I guess, he did what every good shaman friend would do. He gifted me the Portals deck. Dearest Barney Beekeeper, I won't always be there to guard you, blah blah blah, so please do me a favor, keep this trinket with you. They say if you ever fall in battle, this card can bring you back from the Shadowlands. If you're lucky enough, that is. Now, whilst the trinket doesn't always work, it has absolutely turned the tide of battle more times than I can even count at this point. The item description says it's only a 10% reincarnation rate, but this item procs so much for me, I don't think I will ever go anywhere without it again. Rule 1 of being a rogue is don't fucking die, and with this trinket, I'm unstoppable. Oh my god, there's someone at my front door. They definitely just heard that. Oh my god. No, I was recording something. Okay,
What's happening?
Oh my god! The delivery person heard it.
K-Shmoo. K-Shmoo.
Deep underground in Hive Regal, you don't really hear much of the outside world, save for the incessant nonsense in the general chat and Uber Danger's completely clapped Google Pixel phone mic.
I think I fixed it.
Okay.
Listen, the thing is...
John, I think you're going through a tunnel. I think I'm losing you.
No, like I got the mic into my mouth now.
But when there's a rat around, you don't need to hear it, to feel it. Also, it helps when people literally just come up to you and say,
"There's a big rat upstairs barn."
According to one of my busy bees, a druid had set up camp outside our hive, taking our surface spawns and selling our fragments off to the highest bidder. The bastard. I would have to pay a visit to the Goof Hive to hire an assassin. It was shaping up to be just another day in Silithus.
I do have to say, I said a minute ago that it was his voice that makes him, because he is exactly what you would expect of a rogue's voice, but he acts exactly like a rogue. He acts exactly like
Until I found out who the druid was. K-Shmoo. Where's K-Shmoo? Need eyes on him. You see him? Please tell me.
Oh, I see him all the time. Hard to miss on that tiger.
This druid secured their spot in the grobulous halls of infamy when they, allegedly, committed one of the worst crimes you can commit in World of Warcraft Classic Edition for the PC. Ninjaing the tiger mount from Zul'Gurub. For those who don't know, the list of rarest obtainable mounts in Classic goes a little something like this. And I'm leaving the Scarab Lord mount off this list, so untype that comment, you fucking loser. At the bottom you have your complete basic piss-low racial mounts, the slow and fast variations. I'm not explaining what these are. Above those are the Warlock and Paladin special quest class mounts. Who wrote this fucking script? Side note, the Paladin mount is technically rarer than the Warlock mount because in Classic only the Alliance can play Paladin, so therefore there's less of them. You see what I'm saying? Above those are the PvP war mounts, which require rank 11 to purchase, which isn't terribly difficult to obtain, but it's definitely a time sink. And then above those is the Winter Spring Frost Saber, a mount which can only be obtained by the Alliance.
Cringe.
And requires completion of a tedious hand-in-based rep farm, which has you kill specific mobs in a highly contested zone. That sounds familiar. And then above that is the Death Charger, a 1% drop from Baron Rivendare, the final boss of the endgame dungeon Stratholm. And then finally we have the Zul'Gurub mounts, the rarest obtainable mounts in Classic. Again, not including Scarab mount. Don't type that comment, you're so dumb. These are of course 1% drops from High Priest Thekal and Bloodlord Manakir within the Zul'Gurub raid. But their rarity is only half the reason why they're so coveted. For the Alliance, the Swift Razashi Raptor is the only raptor they can obtain in the game, and inversely, the Swift Zulian Tiger is the only tiger mount the Horde can ride. So
I've got the Raptor, I'm pretty sure, on my retail account, on my main. But I don't think I have the tiger. I still need that tiger.
You can see why ninjaing one of these mounts would
I need to start back farming them.
Be a pretty big deal, especially if it was the tiger mount ninja'd from a Horde raid group. But despite the ninja allegations, the final verdict was that Keishmu was innocent because, technically, he didn't really steal it. The loot just timed out in his bag because he was the master looter in a ZG GDKP. Now, I personally have never been to a ZG GDKP which took longer than like 45 minutes. So you're telling me this group took more than 2 hours after killing the tiger boss? Sus. There are whispers and rumors on the wind that Keishmu secretly sabotaged the raid to encourage the loot timer to run out before they were done. But I digress. This isn't even my beef with Keishmu to begin with. It's not my mount. It's not my problem. I don't care. The tiger mount looks awful anyway if you ask me. Also, every time I go to ZG on stream, both mounts seem to drop anyway. Like,
wow, you guys are really missing out. Twitch.tv/Barney.
I'm gonna keep plugging my stream until you show up. No, you see, my beef with Keishmu goes back. Way back. Back before Zul'Gurub, back before I was even raiding, back before people had even taken notice of my superior World of Warcraft content. My beef goes back to
2019.
I had just failed to complete a lower Blackrock Spire run after a hunter had ninja looted the Robe of the Archmage pattern away from the group's mage. The group's mage was also the person that brought the healer and tank with him, so it was GG no re. I hearthed to Kargath, invited a friend from guild who was looking to start a dungeon, and this is where our story begins. Now, because I'm actually trying to finish these fucking dungeons, I had the genius idea to get everyone to say they agree to not needing on BOE.
I don't trust people to tank. Sounds good. By the way, do this for everyone, but I was just an awful group that fell apart due to miscommunications on BOE drops. So basically, in this group, you agree to not roll need on BOEs unless they're a legitimate upgrade. Well, that sounds fair.
Unless they're an actual upgrade before the run would even begin. That way, if someone did ninja something, I would have the evidence necessary to put their reputation in the mud. With an idea this good, nothing could possibly go wrong.
Sure, I agree. Smiley face.
After a brief discussion on where we each needed to go, we settled on Scholarments and I jumped into looking for groups to fill the party. Less than 10 minutes later, the job was already done because, man, Phase 1 WoW Classic was...
Oh, what a magical time to be a gamer.
And each and every party member has agreed to my no needing on BOEs that aren't an upgrade for your class rules, so this is gonna be really good. Betrayal joins the party. Another 10 minutes pass and I show up to Scholarments alongside the Warlock and the Shaman. With my patented, God I fucking love being rogue move, I unlock the door, which is lucky because no one else in this party actually had the key to the door. Without me, entrance to this dungeon would require completion of a 5-part quest chain, a quest chain which requires completion of another separate quest chain to even begin. It's like a 3-hour ordeal. I've never done it. I play rogue. But what can I say? I came prepared with max lockpicking because I'm a team player. These gamers were lucky to have ended up in my group. Some more than others. We summon the rest of the group and head inside for what would unravel to be one of the smoothest dungeon experiences I had had up to this point in the game.
I mean, this shaman was dropping Wind Fury. I already poisoned my main hand though.
Without a single death, we cleared the first room, the mini-boss, the second room, the secret blood ritual boss, and the third room.
I don't think I've ever been in a dungeon group this good.
Even when clearing out the basement, the uncontested worst part of the dungeon, we didn't flinch. 9 parties out of 10 might skip this room and its boss, but not us. For we were 5 Chad Alpha hardcore WoW gamers in their prime, ahead of the curve and thriving. We took that momentum momentum and plowed through the hatchery and into Rattlegore's domain. This trash is known to slap, but I slap harder, bitch. I learned it from my parents. And then my Shadowcraft boots dropped. For those not in the know, these boots are part of the Rogue class-specific dungeon set, which, after collecting every piece and doing a long quest chain, eventually upgrades into the Dark Mantle set, which is just completely broken. I roll a 100 and win the boots. This is my first ever time in Scholarments. A terrible omen. You see, I hadn't figured this out back then, but good luck and bad luck are actually the same thing. It's all just relative to your perspective. Shadowcraft boots on my first
I like that quote. I actually agree with that. Good luck and bad luck are actually the same thing. It's just relative to your perspective. I really like that.
Element was very lucky. Shadowcraft chest on my 206th Upper Blackrock Spire run was also very lucky when you really think about it. In the naive pursuit of good luck, I have cursed myself forevermore. I got what I wanted, and now it is all I can do but to bear witness to my fate and smile. Nice little upgrade. Oh, I was so naive back then. I wish there was some way to go back in time to warn you. I really do. I'm so undeserving of what's about to happen.
Oh.
Alcor's sun rays have dropped. The Phase 1 pre-raid offhand biss for Dagger Rogues. Outside of Core Houndtooth from Molten Core, it literally doesn't get better than this. So why am I wielding 2 Gut-Gore Rippers now, you might be wondering? Because you got snubbed on Core Houndtooth, Perdition's Blade, for 10 months straight across 2 guilds. And everyone that actually ended up with those weapons quit or just couldn't outperform you. That's actually why. But what were you saying? No, I have double Gut-Gore Ripper right now because even though I had the entire party in 4...
Sure, I don't think there's anybody I'm looking for in Skull anyway. Devil has said, can you say I agree for my screenshot? I agree to these loot rules. I can come to betray only if agreed on BOEs. Betrayal, yeah, I agree on that.
Okay, well, 720p upscaled to 1080p. Agreeing to not need on any BOEs unless they were a legitimate upgrade for your class. They all needed on the fucking dagger anyway. You all needing on this is bullshit.
It's a BOE epic. You can't expect that from people.
I can expect it if you agreed to it prior to coming. The rolls went out, and if it wasn't for that damn druid Keshmu, I would have won. And this is where I started huffing the copium. I hadn't just been injured. Keshmu's the guild. We've been in so many dungeon runs together. He wouldn't throw me under the bus for 500 gold, would he? As it turns out, yes. He would. The team cleared the rest of the dungeon as I sat completely shook, crying in the corner like a little bitch. When the dungeon was done, I checked the auction house right away, and there it was. My dagger. This ends bad for you. Keshmu made a mistake fucking over an undead that day because, as with every Forsaken, I do not forgive. And I do not forget.
That was so messed up.
7 days later, I would have my revenge. Did you think I had forgotten? Did you think I had forgiven? Behold now the terrible vengeance of the Beekeeper!
That rogue.
Death to the rats and death to the druids!
This isn't over.
You're right. It's not. I had Keshmu camped all day until he eventually went to bed. In hindsight, I wish I got more shots of his ass getting lit up, but, well, time was running out. There's more filler, I promise. He offered to get me in on a DoorDash delivery scam, and all he needed was my address. Yeah, okay. Bun, it's your turn. You're up. Time to farm more bugs.
Alright, this isn't gonna be easy to say to you. I mean, you're not stupid, but you know, it's really not looking good for you. With Hayes finishing in the next 30 minutes, we gotta move on to his quest line, so most of the guild's gonna leave the zone. And that's basically just gonna be you, the rats, and whatever else is left out there that cares about you getting scareboard. Looks like a bunch of mages that barely know how to drop a blizzard on the ground. I mean, it's pretty hard to play a one-button class, but they make it look really hard. The presence you're gonna have in Solstice once Hayes moves out is probably not substantial enough to carry you through where you want to get it. I can't keep people out farming imaginary bug kill points. At some point, they're gonna realize that it's a big scam, and they're gonna drop out. So you're just letting you know if you're serious about this, which I know you are. But if you're really, really serious about this, you gotta make something radical happen.
He was right. It wasn't looking good. But I already knew that. Hell, it wasn't looking good 3 weeks ago when I was 18th on the list, let alone today when it's the start of my farm 48 hours before the gates open. However, a few days ago, an ingenious epiphany struck me. With the war effort now complete, I was once again left with a simply obscene amount of gold laying around that no longer has a purpose. I was also left with a zone full of...
So didn't he have a 20-something thousand gold, so he spent over half of his gold, 10,000, trying to slow down the war effort.
Fragments selling rats with a dwindling buyer's market. Quick timeline check. It's currently August 16th. Every single guild who isn't Final Boss or Goof has vacated Silithus days ago. I am the only Scarab Lord target left on the server. The market price for a Carapace fragment has fallen from a peak of 4.12 gold to sub 1 gold depending on your buyer. Wow. Yesterday, I personally bought out the last remaining farming guild, Horde Mafia, of their 7,200 fragment stockpile for 75 silver each, so I could execute the final part of my monopolizing Silithus. You see, anyone now left in Silithus not in Final Boss or Goof is farming fragments in the hopes of selling them off to the highest bidder. However, with me as literally the only buyer left on the server, I now have the monopoly on the fragments. 50 silver is the only price. If you had stockpiled fragments, you were forced to either sell them to me or go fuck yourself. Those fragments are going to be vendor trash tomorrow, so I think we both know what you're going to do. If you wanted to keep farming, well, you could make up to 2 gold per mob kill, which is still a way better gold farm than pretty much anywhere else. Yeah. A fair wage for a fair job. But even with this in mind, my guild leader was right. It wasn't looking good. I currently have less than 48 hours to not only finish my entire bug farm, but then also, you know, do the rest of the quest. Yes, this is just the 3rd quest of 32. It's really not looking good. I put 5,400 gold into 7,200 fragments, and that's still barely a dent in the 42,000 total fragments I need to finish my bug farm. Wow. And with only about 5,000 gold left. At this rate, I would go broke before I'd even be halfway done. But let's say I did it. Let's say I spent all my gold and I'm about halfway done. Could I finish my bug farm in a reasonable time frame? Warning! Well, there's around 300 possible bug spawns on the map. They have a respawn timer of at most 15 minutes, and you can safely assume you'll get an average of 2 fragments per kill. So with these things in mind, if you work at peak AoE efficiency across the entire map, and this is assuming there's no PvP, there's no interruption, and then nothing else is going on, you can get 2,400 fragments per hour. So let's say I only need 21,000 fragments because I'm halfway through, and we work at half of the peak possible efficiency and get 1,200 fragments an hour. I could technically finish my bug farm in 17 hours, which would then leave 31 hours for the rest of the quest, yeah right, and 0 hours for sleep. It could work. However, most guildies were burnt out from farming. They had left Silithus to help Hayes with his questline, and they probably weren't coming back. I was left with a bunch of mages and shamans, and respectfully speaking, the mages were single-target Andes used to raiding. If I wanted them efficiently AoE farming the now mostly barren Silithus, I was going to have to teach them how to do it. But I don't play mage, and I really don't have the time to learn. Which means I am left no choice.
What's he gonna do?
I am drawn to this place. I know things about it now. Things I shouldn't have seen. Things I should not know. Things I will now show you, like the secret entrance to the Caverns of Time. Wow! But that is not the only thing. Have you ever thought about how your life could have been different had you made alternate decisions at key moments in your life? Would you be happier, richer, more fulfilled had you chosen another path? Or would you be worse off? I think about this a lot. I think about them a lot. The Caverns of Time holds the entrance to every timeline and every reality that could ever exist. But in the pursuit of forbidden knowledge, sacrifices will be made one way or another. I don't know if this is going to work, but the theory is airtight. I'm really left no choice.
Wish me luck. It's time. What you are witnessing here is a level 59 undead mage, 3 experience points away from level 60, about to enter Ironforge for the first time And what better way to ding 60 than to parkour up the side of a giant mountain, drop down onto this unsuspecting level 8 night elf, and pop pyro him to the Shadow Realm? God, I fucking love being a mage. My class was quite a tough choice because I had to battle the temptation to pick Rogue. And with OP stealth, OP damage, opening lockboxes, and objectively the best PvP experience due to busted no fun allowed combos, you're probably wondering, why did I pick mage? Well, because I want to be this guy, and this guy, and this guy, and this guy. Why stop at just one mage when I can multi-box an army? Why pug dungeons when I can just pull the...
Oh, so he's going to multi-box and then go AoE farm the bugs.
Entire thing by myself. Why level in a group when I can just be the group? God, I fucking love being a mage, and I am all bad. I promise. It's all sight, all of you and nothing. You are all nothing. Quest for the carrot on a stick, a trinket that gives 3% bonus move speed, but that's for idiots that didn't pick mage, am I right? Hello? I can teleport. And if you think I'm attending this roleplay event instead of farming gold, how did I get epic Raftermaps for all my I have but one goal. As many scarab lords as possible. All for myself. Who could stop me? Who could possibly stop me? Oh, that's not good. You know, there was a part of me that thought maybe you would be smart enough to just not show up. Well, you know me.
Shut up.
Yeah, we're not gonna need any talking from you. See, I know why you're here, and you know I know why you're here, and I know you know that we've both seen this timeline play out, so before I kill you, let me ask you this. Why are you here? Alas, a rhetorical question I don't need an answer to because I already know the answer. Instead of not coming here and not dying like you could have done, you came here intentionally to die for one reason. Because you were never going to get Scarab Lord in the first place, were you? You already saw it way back then. And yet you still made all this fuss over it. All those empty promises. Oh, the sand really did make you delusional, didn't it? You saw the successful timelines and thought, why not me? Even though you knew from the start you were destined for failure. It would be admirable if it wasn't so fucking pathetic. So now you've come here to die like a coward in another timeline so that you might disappear a legend in your own and not have to face your own failure. God, you really are from the worst timeline, huh? Well, don't worry, little rogue. I promise, I'm achieving your dreams, our dreams, 100-fold. Every farming spot in the game is capped by me. Every dungeon booster is me. No mage can possibly hope to outbid me in any GDKP because I am the economy. And don't worry about me getting Scarab Lord. I've already farmed 50 scepters because I am Silithus. Even now as we speak, I'm efficiently farming all 3 hives and the spire. No one can stand against me. I am fully self-sufficient. The perfect single-player experience. Welcome to my world of Warcraft. And goodbye. And so ends the tale of Barney Beekeeper, the rogue who ran out of time.
Barney.
But as for me, well, I still have Scarab Lords to farm. Which means all of you should have hearthed already. You know, you guys used to be a lot more responsive. Now you're just fucking useless. You're just useless. If I wasn't here, you would fall apart. And I suppose I better go check and see if they actually buried the dragon like I commanded them to. You just can't get the staff these days. I fucking hate it here. I hate it here, actually. Should have just not killed the priest.
Dearest Barney Beekeeper, I won't always be there to guard you, and the ancestors foretell you'll keep fighting even if I'm not there to heal. So please do me a favor and keep this trinket with you. They say if you ever fall in battle, this card can bring you back from the Shadowlands. If you're lucky enough, that is.
What? How are you still alive? Stay back! Get away from me! I'm warning you!
Now that the mages are gone.
Stay back! No!
You want to know something, Mage Me? I am weak. If I try to solo even one elite mob in Silithus, I have to use all my cooldowns, and even then I barely survive. But you know what makes it easier?
Don't say it.
My friends. Cringe. See, whilst you were at home studying the arcane, I was out partying on the overworld, in dungeons, at roleplay events, socializing.
Cringe!
You've spent so much time alone that I bet you don't even know what a Wind Fury totem does, or what a Chain Heal feels like, am I right? My shaman always has my back, even if they're not here. But where are your mages now, huh? You sent them off to farm more meaningless gold so you can continue the loop of doing everything by yourself, and for what? So we're not meant to be able to do everything alone and on demand. The social aspect is part of the experience. The tedium of forming a group. The shitters, the leavers, the egos, the ninjas, and overcoming it all anyway. That's the point. That is the world of Warcraft, and the world isn't a perfect place. You can't always have your way, and sometimes things go wrong. But is victory even worth chasing if there's no struggle? This is so cringe. Oh god, is this how I sounded when I was monologuing to you? Oh, come now, don't try to hide from the truth, Barney. We've always been cringe. No, no, I am based.
Based on what?
Wait, Kuman?
Thank you, stranger. With the horrible mage dead, my spirit can finally rest. Goodbye.
He killed Kuman? That's just messed up. I'm sorry, Kuman. I couldn't save you in this timeline. Oh, but you're not sorry you couldn't save me, huh? Why is there so many characters in this scene? Oh, it's me as a priest. Wait, a healer? Wow, I'm actually offended. No, I'm Shadow. Oh, that makes more sense. Wait, Shadow in Classic? Yikes. Okay, so I guess you're the rude one. Oh, that's how he silenced me. Yes, it's as we all theorized. Consuming the brain matter of yourself from another timeline grants you their memories. Which means if you eat his brain, you'll be able to understand mage stuff. I'll be able to lead my army of frost. Okay, Lich King, just interrupt me, I guess. You know what? You'll figure it out. My spirit is finally at peace, so I'm going. Bye. Dickhead. Oh, I like that guy. Okay, here I go cannibalizing again. Wait, it's that easy? It's that easy? I broke time for this knowledge! Oh my god. And so I left the mage timeline with my forbidden arcane intellect. And I'm like really smart now, you guys. Like, did you know that these mages aren't actually conjuring fire or ice? Yeah, that fireball, that's just arcane, but it's really hot. That frostbolt, that's just arcane. It's just really cold. They're huge fucking frauds. You think that's food you're eating? Okay, I should probably teach these fucking mages how to play. I gathered all the mages inside my hive, and lo, did I part with my forbidden AoE farming techniques that I definitely got from eating the brain of me from another timeline, and not from Pint. Not from Pint.
Frost Nova?
Mm-hmm.
Blizzard?
Yep.
Arcane Explosion.
Okay. Now, is there a way that you might be able to simplify that? Just, not for me, but, you know, for these guys. Hello?
There's something cute about gnomes. They're irritating as hell, but there's something that kind of cute about them.
A lot to take in. Some of these mages were a natural. Some of these mages were clowns. And some of these mages didn't make it at all. But after the AoE training was complete, my army of Frost was ready. 48 hours left. It was time to farm bugs.
We're still at 48 hours left. We went through all that and it's still 48 hours. Hey, get him.
I might have miscounted.
How many more do you need?
We need 97 more. Let's go, Ashy. Let's go, people.
Let's fucking go!
19 hours later, we had finished my bug farm. When I started this journey some 3 weeks ago, I honestly never expected.
So 19 hours, pretty dang impressive, I do have to say. That's pretty impressive.
To even have a shot at attempting the rep grind, let alone finish it. But here I stood, the 46th and final person on Grobulus who would finish their rep farm before the gates would open. Speaking of the gates, they're due to open in 29 hours, and, well, I mean, you can see the video length. Are you gonna make me spell this out? Yes? Okay, firstly, I haven't slept since, I don't know, there are still 29 quests to do, and whilst the bug farm section is by far the longest, hardest part of the quest chain, most of these quests still need a large raid group to complete, especially the parts of the quest that actually have you going into the raid's Molten Core and Blackwing Lair and beating the raids. Furthermore, my guild had fully completed 10 Scarab Lords at this point, which meant pretty much everyone had used their weekly raiding lockouts assisting those targets. They wouldn't be able to help me even if they wanted to, and so this is, unfortunately, where my Scarab Lord story ends.
Is what I would say if I was a bitch.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you forget who you were watching? I made a promise that I was gonna see this event through to the very end, and those gates are not open yet. 29 hours, 29 quests, 0 hours sleep, because that's my ninja way. Subscribe right now.
All right, so there we are, ladies and gentlemen. He's got 29 hours left. He has 29 quests left. It looks like Barney is well on his way to becoming a Scarab Lord, but it does look like he's going to run out of time. Yeah, this will be uploaded on my YouTube. If you want to watch it, please subscribe to Barney also. There'll be a link in the description for him. And with that, we're about to play some World of Warcraft ourselves. Give me 1 second. Let me just get everything set up here. I'm still pretty sleepy this morning. So, let's see. All right. We are continuing our journey of our shaman. And we will, hopefully the plan is today we want to get ready for RFC possibly this evening, and RFC possibly this evening. We're at currently, let's go ahead and get our sound back on. Let's see how loud it is. I want to turn that up a little bit for me. And all right, we're currently level 10. Let's go learn our level 10 skills.
Looking for something special?
Empty out our bag real quick.
Goodbye.
Turn it up a little bit more for me. Okay, here we go. Thank you for the follow, Ongli, however you pronounce that. Okay, where am I at? All right, let's go over here to Spirit Rise. We'll get our... It's too loud. We will get our new spells and see what's going on. Just a recap for anybody new in the chat, I had a level 20 druid that sadly perished the other night to a stupid and completely ignorant mistake by me. That was really quite crushing. There's a clip of it. It was bad. But anyways, now we're playing the shaman. I want to get two more on SodCore, 2 level 25 at least, counting this shaman before phase 2 comes out on February 8th. So hopefully we get there. Hopefully we have no more misfortunate and untimely deaths. See what spells I've got to learn. Nothing. But we can learn our first talent. Almost forgot. Alright, do we want convection? Concussion. I'm wondering if elemental is going to be stronger in phase 2. Let's see. I have a mana problem, so we're gonna go with ancestral knowledge because I am having serious mana problems. Okay, do we have food or do we need to go cook some before we set out? We need to go cook some food. Got 10 stringy wolf meats. We'll do that. We'll get everything we need to take care of here while we're in Thunder Bluff, and then we'll go over to Red Rocks or Red Ridge, whatever it is. That always makes me think of Las Vegas. Red Ridge Mountains, or Red Rocks, or something like that. Go over there, then we got Archaea. What other quests? We're almost done with Bloodhoof Village. We are almost done. I still haven't woke up yet. I'm gonna have to go get some coffee here shortly. Let's just look at our quest log real quick. Red Rocks. We're gonna do Red Rocks next. And then we just got the preparation for get the harpy feathers, and then job done. Then it's job done.
Looking for something special?
Who's on in the guild? Probably ain't nobody on this time of day.
Go in peace.
8 people. Yeah, I didn't expect too many on this time of day on a Saturday. Be right back. All right. We got our food, so let's just get to it. Level 49 cooking. And if I see any Kodos on the way, I'm gonna kill them to get me some leather so we can make some more pouches. That's the rules of SodCore, in case anybody's wondering. It's a little different than regular hardcore. And a quick run over here. Let's go ahead and get it's kind of loud. Go ahead and eat our victuals before we get over there. Wish I'd got a boon, but chances of getting a boon in Thunder Bluff this time of day are pretty slim on a Saturday morning. Pretty slim. Don't want to. Dead. That's what he gets. Alright, now let's get on our way to Red Rock. Hopefully we won't have any more interruptions. I'm trying to think what I want for breakfast. Got some oatmeal. That doesn't sound too exciting though. Some bacon and eggs and biscuits would be nice. But that won't happen. I'm almost out of bacon, and I think I am out of eggs. And I don't know if I'm gonna get unstuck today and be able to go to the store. Hey, kitty cat. Hey, kitty cat. Leave that alone. Quit. You're gonna get me killed. You're gonna get me killed, kitty. Almost to Red Rock. Go pick up this quest here. Kill 10 of them little fellas. Talk to the guy that's in jail. And we will be done. No worries. No worries. Heal before we carry on our way. Probably gonna play some Pal World in a little while. I need to get some more time in it. Where's our quest giver? He's up here. We'll get this guy ready for RFC, and then we'll probably go play some Pal World.
Ah, I've been expecting you.
Oh. That cat's gonna get me killed yet. Okay, buff up. Can be resisted. I've got to halfway be careful. I'm kind of sad to admit it, but I have actually died here before at level 10. I hate to admit that, but it has happened with the shaman. Let's take my time.
It's too far away. I'm out of range.
Take me time. All right, level 11. Good job. Good job, good job.
Closer.
Don't aggro them. Shit. I knew he was gonna do it. I knew he was going to do it. We need 2 more. Kill this one. Next, our spirit fella. With so few people online right now, we might be able to actually find Archaea. Archaea. I think that's how you pronounce it. Shit. He's gonna aggro. Need to heal. But I need to take this. Son of a bitch. Damn. I need to get my first aid. That was a little closer than it needed to be. Thank you, Agree, for the follow. Greatly appreciate it. Came in just in time to almost see me kick the bucket. All right, let's get our quest done and get the hell out of here. Get our loot first. All right, go turn in here, go talk to Kearney. And then it's Archia, whatever his name is. Go ahead and... No, I'm using the shield. I'm gonna go to a staff later, probably.
Ow. Winds be at your back.
Hopefully I can run back over there without having to fight too much stuff. I just want to hurry up and get to the Barrens and get ready for RFC, so when I log on this afternoon, we will be ready to go with RFC. Morning, morning. I still haven't woke up yet, though. Go downstairs and make some coffee very soon. Wish I had Ghost Wolf. I don't get Ghost Wolf to level 20, isn't it? I think so. I think it's level 20. He's gonna have to die. Almost back. Oh, made some free skins? No, some bastard didn't. Ah, this one's looted. God, that just raises my blood pressure. Lazy people. Lazy people. Actually slept longer than I thought I did. Now that I think about it, I think I got about 7 hours of sleep. 6 hours. I probably got about 6 hours when you count out all the times I woke up and wandered around. Let's go ahead and empty our bags.
What brings you here? Walk with the Earth Mother.
I've got 14 silvers. And I'm gonna go run to the latrine real quick. I'll be right back.
Ishnialo Pura. The Earth Mother's Hierarchy.
All right. We're definitely at least going to get to the Barrens this morning. That is our goal this morning. Cheyenne. Cheyenne's a girl's name, and he had a, ain't it? But it was a troll, a male troll. Alright, maybe we will find Archaea fast. And then we just kill the harpies, get their feathers, and then we're headed. Oh, I want to do that one venture company one on the way, on the run out. And then we'll go to Camp T. Now, I've already had the flight path to Crossroads, where I ran to org to get my axe training. So I could actually just fly there from Thunder Bluff. That is an option. But then I would be, but I'm gonna come back and do that quest later. That's what we'll do. We'll save Supervisor Fitzprocket in that quest till we get leveled up a little bit more, because there is the rune quest in that cave, but I don't want to do it until I ain't doing it at level 11. I'm gonna do it at like level 13 or level 14. Then we can knock out those 2 quests there. So we'll just hold on to them. Sounds like a plan. Let me edit my stream information. Forgot to do that earlier. All right, now let's look for Archaea. And any other Kodos also, because I need the leather so I can craft me some more pouches. Don't want to have to kill all these stupid things. Just run through. Nobody. You asshole. Right. Damn it. Actually kind of squishy. Might be a little tougher than I thought it was going to be. But the achievements before level 12, I'm level 11. The hardcore achievement. No, there's nobody out here. You can't tell me he's not wandering around out here somewhere. I think this is about as far south as he goes, isn't it? I'm not even seeing a plain old regular Kodo. The hell? What the hell? What in the Sam Hill's going on here? I want to spend all morning looking for him. Make the character size name tag a little better. You can see him a little bit further away. The hell? There's the rake. Ooh. He drops at a chest. That will be a good upgrade for me. Lion fur armor. Let's see, 55 armor. 52. It actually ain't that much of a upgrade. Go ahead and put an armor kit on it. And overload. Thank you for the follow. Daura. Thank you very much. Okay, now let's find him. Get our buffs. I need to eat. Where the hell is he at? I haven't saw a single Kodo. For anybody that's just coming in, the reason I am just a level 11 shaman is a tragedy happened the other night. Quite a tragedy. And I met my demise. Fire Mom just came online. She sounds kind of like somebody I might want to play with. I've never saw her on here before in our guild. Fire Mom. Okay, maybe we need to go up higher up here. There he is. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Clear around him. There's nobody. There's nothing. And a fucking prowler jumped me from behind. Shit. That damn prowler. That was close. Let's try it again. A better area to pull. Alright, it's going a little better this time. Should have waited till my healing potion was off cooldown though. We're okay. We've got it. Job done. Okay, I'm gonna go kill these Kodos because I want their leathers. We'll pull the calves off from behind. Yeah. We need at least 2 leathers. We've got 1. 2 of the Kodo leathers. We've got 1, and then we can make us 1 more pouch. Where did they go to? Damn it. There's so many of these prowlers around here. So I think they turn this way, don't they? Oh, I've lost them. Let's not waste any more time. Just head back, turn this in to Cairnay, go get our talons, and then we are ready to head out to the crossroads. Getting kind of cold in here. Is there a football game today? I need to look, or both of them tomorrow. Hey, look while I'm waiting for the elevator. Ah, they're both tomorrow. At 2 p.m. and at 5:30 p.m. Be right back. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Turn this chest in. Quest. I said chest. Quest in. Go get harpy feathers. And then we're gonna go check on some coffee.
I am Care, Chief of the Blood Wolf Forest.
I wish I could put on those legs, but alas, I can't. It's against the rules. That's against the rules.
Greetings, traveler.
That's a lot more armor. So we're gonna empty our bags. Just go put some stuff in the, because these harpies actually drop a lot of stuff. Plus there's a chest over in between the trees. So let's put some stuff in the bank and make some room in our bags, just so we don't have to come back before we're ready. Just so we don't have to come back before we are ready. Oh. Getting a little bit of leather saved up. It's going to be... I forgot I had them spices in the bank. We can go ahead and put our armor kits in here. We've got a scroll of spirit. That's going to come in handy for our RFC run. Some wolf meat. Dang, we're running low on wolf meat. I never thought I'd say that. Got these eggs. Put this in here. I can't think of a recipe with Kodo meat. We'll put it in here till we need space in our... We'll put linen cloth in here. Woo. Guess we're going to get bunches of that, hopefully. Mad Horthy, thank you very much. Thank you for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. Who is this letter to? Oh, that's our Dark Moon Fairy. That's our Dark Moon Fairy. Good morning, homies. Where my latte's at? What level is he? He's a level 12. And that's how he opens up in guild chat. With good morning homies, where's my latte's at? Yeah, that's interesting. we're gonna get some leathers, free leathers, happy times for Victor. They're also down there killing my harpies, the bastard. Let's go check and see if the chest is out here first. It's over here in between these 3 trees is where it spawns at. Shit, I should have used Earth Shock. I forgot those damn things heal. Come back here. This shaman just seems so weak. You got 1 feather. You know what? I'm gonna go leatherwork for a minute. I feel weak. Jesus. Leatherwork. I sit here, I was reading guild chat and I'm like, then I was like, what in the world did I come here for? And get that volume a little lower on those sound effects. That's sounding a little bit loud. Okay, where are we at? Leatherworking. 31 of 75. And we want to learn.
Hail.
those pants we need. Embossed leather vest, 62 armor, plus 2 stamina. That's a lot better than this lion fur. We need 40 for that. For these boots, we need 55. We don't have that much leather.
Be careful.
We don't have enough leather to... Let's just see what we can do. See if we can get to 40. You know what? We're going to farm leather. Making an executive decision right here. We are going to go farm leather. And we are going to the crossroads to do it. And then we'll come back in and get these. We'll go kill the plane striders. We'll do that plane strider quest. Maybe even the raptor quest. And get some leather. And then we'll come back and screw with those harpies.
Well met. Goodbye.
I'll be right back. I'm going to head and get some coffee real quick or see if there's any ready downstairs. Oh no, I missed my reload. Thank you for the follow. Sorry about that. I put me a pot of coffee on. So it should be ready here in a few minutes. Hopefully. So let's get buffed up. What were we doing? We were gonna farm leather. We need to kill plane striders, farm leather.
And honor, strength, go forth to victory.
Gonna worry about getting all these quests just yet.
For the Horde.
Greetings. Strength.
Let's just farm these for a little bit. Riveting content, I know.
I'm out of range.
You bastard. Keep running into town. Packages. Asshole.
I need to target something first.
What an asshole. Guess he thinks he's helping, but he really wasn't. Really, this mana issue is a problem. This is a serious problem. I don't have not a single plane strider beak yet. I feel weak to be out here. Shaman's just weak as hell in these early stages. I haven't even got a single beak yet. So I should be using stone skin turtle. Got one. Give me some leathers instead of these damn. I'm getting sleepy. I hope that coffee gets done soon. My word. Can we kill now? Don't have an option. Give me some good leathers. Well, this isn't going the way I was hoping. I thought I was going to come out here and just farm the shit out of leathers. I'm actually just going to go to Bloodhoof and farm leathers. I think I can get them from the wolves quicker, and I need wolf meat to cook anyways, so. We'll just kill a few wolves. Maybe we'll drop some leathers for me. And some wolf meat. No XP, so we need to go kill the alphas. Oh, free leathers. Free leathers. That's what I love. They're all over the place. Boy, I'm gonna farm so much leather and then drop leather working. I mean, drop skinning. Pick up flower picking. Or what do we want to pick up? Pick up flower picking. Or do we want to pick up mining and go engineering next? Pick up flower picking. Pick all the flowers in the world. Put a bunch of everything in our bank. And then Dingo Engineering. So we have target dummies for phase 2. That might be a decent plan. Gotta see how many XP that was gonna give me.
I'm out of range.
$86. Alright, so we're getting a little bit of wolf meat. Nothing special, nothing spectacular, nothing that we're gonna cook any big banquets with, but said thank you just to be nice, but I didn't really mean thank you. Kind of took my wolf. We run back somewhere safe while I go downstairs and get my coffee. Just looks, make sure they ain't. Oh. There aren't any. Free leathers anywhere. No. No such luck. All right, I'll be right back. Actually, I believe I'm going to go ahead and get off here for a little while. Drink some coffee. I need to do some YouTube editing, get some stuff done. So thank you everybody for watching. And with that, we will end stream. See you later.